We had to be like, hold up. Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another video. For those of you who are new, my name is Bridgette. Hello. And I am, going back to work. I am working an international 3-day trip today to, I want to say, a destination I've never been before, but I feel like that's kind of lying. I've been to the country, I just have never been to this airport in this country, if that makes sense. So you guys know that London is basically my second home, but fun fact, I haven't been to London in, I don't think, for the year, honestly. So 7 months pretty much. So with that being said, I am going back to London. Instead of London Heathrow, I am flying into London Gatwick for this trip, so that should be interesting. I am packing my bag. One thing about me is I don't like leaving my place messy. I don't like coming back to mess, so I always try and clean up before I leave. So all of this stuff is new clothes that obviously has to be washed. Oh, you can't even see it, but yeah, cleaning up before I leave. These are new clothes that have to be washed before I can wear them, because you never know where stuff has been, quite frankly. I think that's about it. I think I'm just going to do some B-roll, so I will see you guys in the next clip.
Hey, yeah. I need someone to be patient with me, someone to get money when I take it from me. They don't even need to be as famous as me. I don't think I meet them at the places I be, but deep down I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy, I just wanna take you on a holiday, mommy. Say what's on your mind, I'ma call away, mommy. Come and rescue me. Take me out the club, take me out the club.
So nothing has gone to plan up until this point. I don't even remember the last time I spoke to you. I have a lot to catch you up on, but I wanted to let you know that I am in London Gatwick. I think I told you guys that in the introduction. We got here probably like an hour ago, and typically, you know, I'm the person who takes a nap and then heads out. Don't know what's going on with me today. I'm just heading out. I took a shower, bathed, did everything I needed to do, and I'm just gonna go out, run my errands, and then come back in because I have a lot to do, and see how I feel by playing it by ear like that. So I wanted to come on and update you guys on that and let you know what was going on. So I'm gonna bring you along with me. This is my first time on this layover. You know, it's not my first time in London. And yeah, so I will see you in the next clip. Hey crew, so I am back in the hotel room and local time is, hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 19:02.
7:02 p.m. I have not gone to sleep. I wanted to make sure I came back and did the crew debrief for the flight, and then I have to record videos which would be out before this vlog comes out. So if you are a true supporter and have watched that video, I want you to stop and comment down below, because the background will look familiar. Comment down below what video, the video title or the video topic that is gonna look identical to right now me talking to you. But let me get my phone. So I wrote notes because I don't trust myself to remember. Okay, first thing first. So I booked the train to go from Baltimore BWI to New York Penn Station, which was not cheap again, but at least I had a guaranteed route to New York to go to work. Cool. I get to New York. Sorry, I get to BWI to get on the train, and it is pouring rain. I will insert a clip of the rain so you can see what I'm talking about. And this platform is not covered. So to get on the train, you're standing in the rain. And because of all this inclement weather, flights have been canceled. So people are trying to get to their destination or their transit destination any way, shape, or form possible. So I get on the train. Luckily, I'm most of the time always prepared, and I had my rain jacket in my bag that I got from Uniqlo in London, just not this London area. And I put that on because I knew that I would have to move from a covered area to an uncovered area to get onto the train. We're getting on the train. It's full. Like, as the train is stopping, I'm seeing every car is full. So we get on. People are pushing because people are standing out in the rain waiting to get on. Like, hurry up, get on, get on. One of the workers is yelling like they can't go anywhere. It was just a mess. I finally get a seat. No one's sitting next to me. One of the workers is making announcements like, ladies and gentlemen, move your bags off of the seat. This train is 100% full. There will be somebody sitting next to you. Please move your bags off the seat and make way for that person to sit down. Cool, no problem. I can follow instructions. I put my bag above and I put my purse below, and I sit and wait. Someone comes and asks to sit next to me, stops down the line. Cool, no problem. We're good. She's watching her show, I'm watching my show. Now we get to Philly. Oh my gosh, the amount of people who are getting on the train. They're like, ladies and gentlemen, 250 people are getting on this train. Move your bags off the seat. If I have to come to you and repeat this again, you will get kicked off the train. Why did somebody get kicked off the train? Because they weren't complying. That right there is baffling me. You paid money to fight with, I don't know. And then I went to the airport. I did not speak to you guys at all because it was just too much going on. I worked in the back of the aircraft coming here, and tomorrow I'm galley going back. And when I say the lows were light on this flight, you guys, coming here, we had over 100 seats open. 100. Yeah. It was weird because I haven't experienced that since during the pandemic. So it was a smooth flight. Everyone was nice, no problems. That was that. I told you guys that I was going out. I did go out, so I would do a quick haul for you guys. I went to Primark and H&M. The H&M stuff is in the Primark bag, especially since I had to pay for it. H&M things I got were pretty basic. The rest of the stuff I got is from Primark. That's why American Express is my love for you. I need you, yeah, I really do. And then the last place that I stopped was Marks and Spencer's. I like their, for lack of better words, they're basically fresh TV dinners. That sounds so bad, but basically they make these meals that are refrigerated that you can just pop into an oven and heat them up and eat them like that. So I typically buy one for the flight back home. So I got this chicken I'm trying to read backwards. Arrabbiata. Please correct me in the comments on the proper pronunciation. And then these little mac and cheese bites. I was trying to be very mindful on what I picked out because a lot of the times I'll go in and go crazy and then not even eat all the food before I land in JFK. So I did not want to do that and waste my money. So that is it for right now. I'm going to go record that video and I will see you guys in the next clip. Good morning, crew. It is 10:18 local time, meaning it is 5:18 back home for me. And I've been up for a while. Because I did not take a nap yesterday, I went to sleep very early, like 8 p.m. local time, which is 3 p.m. East Coast time. I tried to fight my sleep as best as I could. Obviously I lost. So I got up early because number one, I slept for so long. Hold on. Sorry, my camera said it didn't have any more space, so I had to delete some footage, but now I don't remember what I was gonna say to you. But what I do remember is, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys yesterday that during our briefing for this trip, every international trip we have a briefing before we go to the gate to work the trip. I was given my 5-year pin for my company. So I didn't think, honestly, they caught me off guard because I didn't think I was going to, I honestly didn't think I was going to get it that quick. I hit 5 years at the end of April, literally the last day of April, so basically June, and they were pretty timely with it because my first year pin, I should give you context, I got when I was in my 2nd year. It's not a big deal, but it just was a surprise, so I wanted to share that with you. So I'm not sure if I told you yesterday, and if I did, it would just be a repeat. When we travel in the UK, we have to adhere to the liquid rules, and the UK's liquid rules are pretty extensive. So typically we have a process that we can do that basically solves the problem. Unfortunately, at Gatwick, we cannot do that. So the biggest thing that I'm most concerned about being tossed is my hair gel, because number one, it is expensive, and number two, it is not something I can just go in the store and purchase. I have to order it online. So I got up early so that I could sort all of my liquids out. All of your liquids have to fit in this little plastic baggie, and figure out if I can fit everything into that plastic bag. So that's what I've done. Pickup is not for another hour, and I want to be able to get ready with not feeling like I'm being rushed, if that makes sense. Today I work in the galley by choice, and it's full. There was 100 seats, over 100 seats open going, but coming back to the States, it's oversold. So this should be interesting. I think that's about it. So I will see you in the next clip. Hey crew, you're going to have to excuse the fan background sound you're hearing in the background. Unfortunately, the air conditioning is not working right now, and it is hot. So in order to keep cool, I have to run my fans. But I wanted to come back and close out this vlog and speak about this trip that I just ended. It is about 2 days after the trip. Let me check my notes to see if I had anything to share with you guys. So for the flight was smooth, but when I say we worked from the time the passengers boarded until the time they went to customs, not even got off the plane, because some circled back and we had to be like, hold up, you can't re-enter the aircraft on an international flight. I'm sorry, if you need something, let us know, but you've already exited, so you can't re-enter. So I think I told you guys that I was going to be galley on the way back to the States, which I was. It was fine, no problems. I was first break. So what that means is typically on international trips we have crew rest, and most of the time, with a few exceptions, if you are first break going to the destination, you are second break coming back to the States. Like I said, with a few exceptions, which we don't need to get into. So I was second break going to London, so I was first break coming back, and I was ready for that first break. I was tired. So I'm walking to the back, and it's dark in the cabin because, you know, they finished service and they want to encourage people to be able to relax, sleep, whatever they want to do. I'm walking, and for those of you who know me in real life, I have a bug phobia. So anytime I see anything that resembles a bug, it sets me off. But it was a false alarm. So anywho, walking to the back, and I'm like this close to the back galley, and all of a sudden I trip over something. I don't see because it's dark in the cabin, and I am falling. I'm falling forward. Luckily, I was so close to the back galley that I was able to hold onto the wall to brace my fall so I wouldn't fall face forward. And after bracing my fall, I look down. This girl has her feet, if this is her seat, right? This is the aisle, so her seat is parallel to the aisle, obviously. Her feet are like this. If this is the aisle, her feet are like this, blocking the aisle. But because it was dark, I could not see. So I stopped, and before I could even say anything, she's like, "Excuse me." I said, "No, excuse you. Your feet do not belong in the aisle, and this is a prime example as to why, because I could have gotten hurt. Well, this is a long flight, and I need to stretch out my feet. Put them underneath your seat or stand up, walk around the aircraft. Do what you have to do, but this can't happen because people can get hurt, and people have gotten hurt." Well, she didn't want to hear that. I said, "You know what, Bridgette? Pick your battles. It's time for you to go on your break. You know, we're just going to let that one slide." Even though she was in the wrong. Next thing. You guys, when I tell you we worked the whole flight, we worked the whole flight. I worked in first class. Those passengers wanted their bang for their buck, which I don't blame them. Yes, you guys, if you didn't notice who that was, that's the World of Whis here on YouTube. Make sure you guys go check out her channel. I will link it in the card somewhere above. Anywho, so we at this point we had, so I'm telling the stories out of order, but that doesn't matter. We had just finished first service, and a passenger came up to use the bathroom, you know, get a snack from the snack basket, and, you know, just have small talk, which is fine. And she was like, the food was very good, but why would you put paper in the food? She was like, the paper kind of tasted weird. I'm sorry, what? Myself and the other flight attendant were like, "Can you repeat that?" I'm sorry. She's like, the paper, it didn't really taste as good as the food. No, she said, she just said the paper. She said something, but it was referring to the parchment paper that they had placed on the naan bread for her meal, which, you know, it's supposed to separate the naan bread from the meal so it doesn't get soggy during cooking and everything. And she's supposed to take the naan bread off and eat her meal and eat the naan bread. Well, Miss Ma'am, I don't know if she was joking with us, because the pure shock on our face could have been a giveaway that we were like, what? She was like, yeah, it didn't taste as good as the meal. And for some reason, I got pulled away from the situation, so I don't know how that conversation ended. But hopefully she was like, haha, joking, just kidding, with the other flight attendant she was talking to. But if not, it was only a small piece of paper. At this point, I think she's okay. Well, I hope she's okay. We got back to New York. I ended up having to go to LaGuardia and fly on another airline to get home because the flights looked non-existent chances on my airline. And as I was sitting in the concourse for that other airline, I met a crew member. So I'm so sorry I can't remember your name, but shout out to you. She is a flight attendant, and she just hit her 1 year anniversary with her airline. So let's congratulate her as well for hitting 1 year. The first year can be very tough, but you made it through it. That is about it for this vlog. As always, if you've made it to the end of the vlog, thank you so much for watching, and stay safe and see you soon.